for you from South Beach. The Celtics and Heat from Miami, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. This Wednesday, then Friday. If we go to a Game 6, it's Miami back here in Boston. That'll be on ESPN. And if there is a Game 7 next Monday, May 16th, 8 o'clock Eastern, it'll be right here on TNT.
I see of LeBron James only had 2 points, and that came in the closing moments of that third period. Offensively, to kind of put this Heat team on his shoulders. You're within striking distance, down 2.
Davis, 1 of 3. Rest off the bench, 3 of 4 with 6. Jeff Green, 2 of 4. Davis. LeBron chases it down.
Doc Rivers, this is a very scary time with Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce on the bench.
Outside, Miller. Jones. Davis comes to close the door. They can tie with the 2 and maybe take a lead. Bosh the screen. Westbrook trail Chalmers. Shot clock at 3. Bosh for the tie. James. LeBron has got a double-double with 22 points and 10 rebounds and 2 assists tonight.
There's Forster yelling for LeBron James to get in that mid-post area.
Miller for the lead, a triple. Tonight, Miami shooting threes, 2 of 10. Boston shooting threes, 3 of 8.
Yeah, but you got to continue to take those shots. If you're the Heat, Chalmers or Mike Miller or James Jones. LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, so much attention when they get into that paint area, they really just collapse that defense. If you're Erik Spoelstra, you'll take those wide open threes. It's only a matter of time.
On is Glenn Davis, gone Jermaine O'Neal, back in is Rajon Rondo, back in is Kevin Garnett. Boston has missed their last 5. Under 10 to play in the 4th. Rondo, right to the rack. Rocket into the rim. 4-point Boston lead. Rondo's got 10.
Right when I thought he was going to use that left arm for that left layup, goes right back to the right.
Defended by Green. LeBron James. He'll go to the line. That's 2 fouls on Jeff Green.
Spoelstra is going to make Rondo prove he can score the basketball around that rim area. I think he's going to go up for that left-hand layup, switches back to the right.
He will inbound on the far side, and that will be James Jones.
It looks like Spoelstra is going to go with his LeBron James and Dwayne Wade the rest of the way here. Usually Dwayne Wade's coming in for LeBron James.
Wade is in for Miller. Here comes Wade, slashing off the baseline.
And Chalmers got away with a double dribble.
6 seconds on the shot clock.
That was absolutely a double dribble by Chalmers.
A little drought here for Miami. They have a hit from the field in just over 3 minutes. James around Green. Rebound by Kevin Garnett. Picks up his 6th with 5 points tonight. And here comes Rondo to West. James is on West. Say West. 8:49 to play in the 4th.
You talk about building a wall. Look at the Celtics wall here when LeBron James drives. 3 white jerseys around LeBron James.
Wade picks up his 3rd foul. This season's NBA Executive of the Year, Pat Riley, with his protege on the bench, Erik Spoelstra. 11 consecutive losses for Miami here in Boston. These are some of the numbers that kind of relay that story.
The thing that jumps out to me, you look at the field goal percentage. They have not shot the ball particularly well in this building, and you got to give a lot of the credit to Doc Rivers and that Celtic defense. They find ways, as we just saw LeBron James, of building walls around LeBron as well as Dwayne Wade.
So let's look ahead now for the final 8:49 of this 4th.
Well, to me, it looks like Erik Spoelstra is going to go with his big 3. As you see Danny Ainge I'm wondering if Doc Rivers is going to go with his big four. Rondo's on the floor, giving Paul Pierce a little bit of a break here, who's carried them offensively. To me, it's all going to be about the defensive struggle here with both teams really trying to gut it out.
Boston plus 11 points off the bench. Chalmers and Rondo. Allen defending Wade. Get him snake inside. And a Boston foul with 8.5 to play in the fourth. Jeff Green saying he was the guilty party, and he is for the third time.
Tell you what, LeBron and Dwayne all night have done a great job. We talked about building the wall. You can't let them get this far down. You've got to have the weak side, and you can't split the double team if you're Kevin Garnett.
And this is no surprise, obviously, that Miami is doing. They are an attacking team. They want to get in the lane. They want to get points in the paint. They want to force themselves to the free throw line.
And having said all that, they're one of the better road teams. They find a way to hang around because they have two pretty good closers, guys that can attack the basket in LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. Percentage-wise, it's going to be very interesting. And I believe there's a stat out there, they're 1 of 19 when the game is tied or they're down 3 with 10 seconds left. This is one of these games where one of these superstars are going to have to take over for Miami.
Wade with 23, LeBron with 22. They go inside to Garnett with a nice hesitation. Gets his own miss, but can't tap it in. Rebound by LeBron, he's got 12. Pierce has got 21, 14 from Allen. Rondo's got 10, Garnett's got 5. It's Wade against Delonte West. And looking shot. Here comes Bosh. Nice defense by Boston. Here comes the twirling Allen. Rondo. Green could not find the handle.
Yeah, that's a tough pass there by Rondo, going to a 6'10 guy on full speed. Coming with the steal here. Rondo, maybe you take one dribble and draw LeBron James to you and throw it to the rim.
Paul Pierce is back in, taking the place of Green. Here comes Miami, 0 of 6 in this fourth quarter shooting. Pierce is on James. Rust is watching Wade. There's a Delonte West foul. Injured this season, broken wrist. He's had ankle issues, bad shoulder tonight. And had the MRI on the schedule, did not get it taken. He felt his shoulder was fine. He did get a shot to relieve the pressure earlier. West picks up his first.
And that's the 4th team foul by the Boston Celtics. One more, and the Heat are shooting. We've got 7:45 left in this fourth period.
Garnett picks up on LeBron. This is Bosh outside. That's over Garnett. Rebound by Pierce. Number 7, Paul. Rondo, and that is through the Wade.
We have the benefit of replay. That is a tough call right there. It's kind of hard to
tell.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Nonetheless, Celtics basketball.
On the shot clock at 13. Allen can't hit. Another rebound by LeBron. Surrounded by 4 defenders. West from behind gets the ball. Allen. Rondo. Pierce with the 3. Rebound, Anthony off his hands and picked up with about 7 to play in the fourth. The teams are combined, and this is an ugly number. 1 of 13 shooting from the floor in the fourth.
We talked about these 2 of the best defensive teams along with Chicago.
Ron taking it inside with the drive as Miami has not hit from the field in over 5 minutes. 9 seconds on the shot clock right there.
We saw some of the cases of the Boston Celtics and their transition defense. Look at this. This is what you talk about, building another wall out front. That is 4 jerseys around LeBron James with Delonte West coming from behind. And we talked about the early foul trouble in this fourth period here for the Celtics. Now the Heat are shooting free throws the rest of the way.
Rondo picks up his first personal foul. This is LeBron, 5 of 5 from the stripe. It's another with his 23 to match the 23 of Wade. So 46 between those two. 13 from Boston. 3 in double figures for Boston. Pierce with 21. Allen with 14. 10. Rajon Rondo in 30 minutes and 4 of 5 from the floor and 5 assists. You can see those impressive lines right there. Those free throw attempts throughout history for LeBron. knocking down a couple of beauties right there.
Yeah, he was shooting 54% coming into this series or during this series tonight. 7 of 7 from the line. But both of these teams have gone with small ball. LeBron James is the power forward position for the Heat.
Miami would prefer to play small.
Yes, they would, because it's hard to match up with LeBron James at that forward position.
James deflects, picked up by Wade. West is on him. Approaching 6 to play in the fourth. LeBron to the rack. Muscling by Rondo. Sliding by Garnett. And Miami is on top by 1. Their first field goal in about 6 minutes.
This is exactly what Erik Spoelstra wants. You just want to hang around while you're on the road, because you have two guys that are going to put so much pressure on your defense in Wade and James.
Pierce with 21. Look right into the eye of LeBron James and puts up a sweet fadeaway. 23 for Pierce. And LeBron with 26. What a matchup that has been in this series.
Give me great offense any day. I'll take defense who wins championships. And you need buckets. You need guys that know how to create. Paul Pierce is one of those men.
He did 44% shooting. This is Wade knocked away by Pierce. Bosh picks it up with a timely 2. He's got 10 rebounds and 15 points. Does Chris Bosh tonight in Game 4.
Now, if you're Doc Rivers, you're back to that slow tempo. What happened to getting out and trying to get some early ones?
Allen for 3. Rebound by Wade. Shooting 3 tonight. Celtics 3 of 10. Miami 2 of 10. Paul Pierce moments ago hitting his 8th shot in 16 tries as he went mano a mano with LeBron James. The 23 from Pierce. Boston trails by 1. Boston is led by as many as 11. Miami is led by as many as 4. Where will the final 5 minutes of this game take us?
Well, if you're Erik Spoelstra in the Heat, this is exactly what you wanted. You've got LeBron James and Dwayne Wade, someone in a groove and a rhythm offensively. You're up 1 with the basketball and in the bonus. Continue to attack the lane.
James Jones. LeBron, Wade, Bosh. All out here for Miami. He's on the fly. LeBron can't get it to go. Chalmers is the 5th Miami Heat player on the floor. Here's West and Rondo in the backcourt. Pierce, Allen, and Garnett up front. 4.5 to play.
Well, if it's not Paul Pierce, where else is the offense going to come from the Celtics?
Allen and Jones. Garnett had it knocked away by Wade. Shot clock at 4. Kevin's got to fire. Over Bosh. Rebound by Wade.
Bad possession for Doc Rivers and the Celtics. Good pressure defense there by Miami.
James 9 of 21. Off of Miami. But defense by Pierce. Turnover number 15 for the Miami Heat.
Hands up on Paul Pierce to knock it right back off of LeBron James. He just slips out of bounds.
Screen by Garnett. Bosh comes in to pick up Pierce. A look for Rondo. Here comes LeBron. Bear hug by Garnett at midcourt. Garnett with his 3rd foul. And moments ago, Garnett heard these words from his coach, Doc Rivers.
I want y'all to go as hard as you can. If you need a blow, I got timeouts. All right? Well, ball pressure, everything. This is it right here for us. Let's go. Come on.
And they're going up against the 7 of 7 from the stripe. He hits the first. We go to Ernie Johnson.
All right, thank you, Kevin, and I'll make this quick. Zach Randolph and the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder about 20 minutes from now here on TNT. Grizzlies leading it 2-1. Back to you.
James just hit another. So LeBron has been spotless at the stripe with a 9 of 9 night. 13 rebounds and 28 points to lead all scores. 6 in the quarter.
Go along with 13 rebounds as well for LeBron.
It's Garnett way outside, shooting over Bosch. Rebound by Jones.
And that's all jumpers, and that's one of those bad 20 shots that Doc Rivers is not looking for Kevin Garnett. More in the paint area.
Both teams in this quarter, 2 of 11. Shooting. Shot clock at 5. Wade off to LeBron, puts up a triple. Rebound, Kevin Garnett, he's got 7. Miami has missed their last 7 threes. Here comes Rondo. Pierce, right into Bosch. Outside, West for 3. The Boston bench has outscored the Miami bench tonight, 21-7.
Paul Pierce drawing a page from the LeBron James. Well, look at that. 3 defenders around Paul Pierce. You kick it out for the wide open 3 by Delonte West.
The entire fourth quarter has been played within an 8-point window. Big lead. Miami is led by as many as 3. Boston is led by as many as 5. Under 3 to play. Miami leads this series 2-1. Wade over Garnett. Garnett beckons in the loose ball. Rondo. West. They rotate. A 3. Ray Allen. Two consecutive 3-point hits by the Boston Celtics. James. He's working on Pierce. Shot clock at 4. LeBron. Big time triple.
We are in a shootout, my friend. Back-to-back threes for the Celtics to take the 3-point lead. And LeBron James answers the call.
LeBron's got 31. Pierce looking for a cutting Ray Allen. It sails out of bounds. 3-pointers for both teams.
And it's all been about ball movement for the Celtics. Ray Allen, 3-ball corner pocket. And then look at the ISO right in front of the Celtics bench.
LeBron has put a 9 in his 31 here in the fourth quarter. Screened by Bosch. Here comes the slippery Wade.
The situation everyone's wanting to see Miami in. They've struggled in this situation, closing games.
LeBron, another 3. Rebound, Allen. It's off to Rondo. And here comes Boston.
This is what I like about Boston, trying to be aggressive in the open court situation.
Garnett to Rondo. It's picked up by Wade.
How did Rondo miss that point-blank layup? He was going too fast.
Boston no fouls to give. Miami's got 1. Fouls to give, and here comes LeBron. Shot clock at 6. James. LeBron with 33 points. He puts his Heat on top by 2 with 48 seconds to play. Hitting from outside moments ago. Carving his way inside with a chiseling move against Paul Pierce. And a timeout here in Boston.
If it's Boston Celtics, you got to take the best available shot. That means Paul Pierce putting his head down. He's done a wonderful job in this fourth period of attacking the lane and sucking the defense to him.
Well, James is really into this defensive possession right here. Pierce by James, by Bosch to the hole. He ties the game at 86. Paul Pierce with 25.
And what that does, scoring so quickly, depending on how long it looks like the Heat is going to run down this clock, you get another opportunity if you come over the top to win this ball game.
This is on LeBron. James. Ray Allen's got the ball.
That's the foul. Foul to give.
Yep. With 19.5 to play. Smart foul by Miami.
LeBron James just lost the basketball right here. Good defense there by Paul Pierce. Ray comes up with the steal.
And James Jones did pick up the foul for the Miami Heat, and another timeout has been taken. Little bump right there on Ray Allen with the foul to give. Now we are tied. 19 seconds to play.
Situations, Doc Rivers has gone for lobs right out of bounds quickly, but that's when they've been down. This is a chance for them to win the basketball game with the game tied. Look for the Celtics to shoot the last possible time.
Miami with a full timeout, the 22nd timeout left. Miami and Boston are tied. Boston with no timeouts.
Man, I can't stress enough how important it is with no timeouts for the Celtics for them to be able to inball the ball cleanly with this 19.5 seconds left in the game. Both teams over the bonus.
Rondo and West. Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, the Boston Five. 19.5 to play. No timeouts for Boston. Rondo will inbound and Chalmers will defend out there with LeBron, Wade, James Jones, Joel Anthony. Anthony has come in for Bosch.
Off the flare screen here too for Ray Allen. Pick the picker.
Jones and Allen. LeBron defending Paul Pierce. Pierce over LeBron. Overtime. Overtime at 86. The frustrated Pierce. And game 4 will go to an extra session.
This was supposed to be a brush screen with Ray Allen on Kevin Garnett's man, but it never happened. It was supposed to be a high screen and roll. Shot clock was running down. Paul had no choice but to go left. He wanted to go right to get to his sweet spot.
Now, OT, we're going to start the Thunder Grizzlies game on our sister network, TBS. Once the Miami-Boston game ends, we'll bring OKC and Memphis back here to TNT. So if you want to catch the start of the Thunder and Grizzlies, click over to TBS. Now we send you back to Boston. Kevin.
We begin overtime, EJ. Thank you very much. Tied at 86. Well, there's been a lot written about the old legs of Boston against the young legs of Miami. What are you seeing in terms of what's left in the tank for either team?
Well, look, it's playoff basketball. Both teams can go deep in the well. I'm curious to see, are they ever going to go to Kevin Garnett? It looked like they tried to go to him down low. He's only 1 of 9 in this game with only 5 points. If you're Doc Rivers, you got to have some type of inside presence.
Wade and Chalmers, Bosch, Jones, and LeBron James, the Miami Five. Shot clock is down to 7. Wade. And LeBron picked up by Pierce. Shot clock at 2. What a shot by LeBron James.
I mean, that is good D, better O by LeBron James.
James with 35.
That's about 15 turnovers for the Celtics, resulting in 25 points.
Allen for 3. He has struggled from distance tonight as Ray Allen, who is from 3-point territory, now 2 of 5. In the backcourt. Pierce, Allen, and Garnett up front. James gets the pass, and Bosch puts in his 17th point. And James, as you can see, shaken up. He just picked up his 3rd assist, and he got hit below the belt.
It's a good timeout there by Doc Rivers. Sensing the momentum is shifting over there towards Miami. Look at the fadeaway here by LeBron James.
Beauty.
I mean, that's good defense there by Paul Pierce, but then high pick and roll with LeBron James. Nice dish down to Chris Bosch.
For 2 consecutive years, LeBron James has followed a poor performance with a good one.
Well, you're talking about one of the all-time greats here, and You know, in playoff basketball, superstars react and they respond, and that's exactly what LeBron James has done after that lackluster Game 3 performance here in the Garden. Now here, Doc Rivers, you're asking the question, how am I going to score offense here in this overtime session with a struggling Kevin Garnett down low? LeBron James is just hovering and hounding Paul Pierce. Ray Allen, he can't get a wide open look coming off a screen, has struggled.
Rondo is out. Jeff Green has come in. Green and West. And the Boston Big Three up front.
The reason why Doc Rivers is doing that is because Chalmers was helping so much off of Rondo because of his non-shooting ability. Now you've got all scorers on the floor here for the Celtics.
Miami has tied their biggest lead tonight. A screen by Garnett. Here comes Pierce. West for three. Tapped by Wade. Picked up by LeBron. And Miami comes the other way, up by 4. Approaching 3 to play in our first overtime. Wade. Rebound by Jeff Green. Dwayne Wade tonight, 7 of 17 with 23. That is a terrific play by LeBron James, defending Paul Pierce.
Now is LeBron getting the job done offensively. But look at defensively. Just really guesses and anticipates where Paul Pierce is going here. Guesses right, goes left, gets the offensive foul.
And James was charged up because of it. So Boston has started the overtime 0 of 2 with 2 turnovers. Here comes Wade, who has not hit a shot in the fourth quarter or OT, 0 of 5 combined. Crossover on West. Out to James. Pierce is there. LeBron 12 of 26. Long 2. Rebound Garnett. He's got 10 with 5 points.
With LeBron, you can't shot the ball any better than that. In and out. But again, the struggles offensively here for the Celtics. Another turnover. That's their 17th turnover. Usually you would have your point guard, but we talked about the Heat wanting to wear down Rondo and that dislocated left arm. It looks like it's starting to take its toll on him.
3 overtime turnovers so far by Boston. Wade, Jones, Dwayne against West. 3 to shoot. Oh, what a shot by Wade! That gives Miami their biggest lead. Dwayne Wade with 26, but none prettier than that.
When you have 2 players that command so much attention, this is a very difficult shot. LeBron hit one, and how about the step back here by Dwayne Wade to put the Heat up by 7.
EJ, they have just ruled that shot by Dwayne Wade. Initially ruled a 3, a 2. So it is a 6-0 start for Miami to tip off this overtime. Boston has had 5 straight empty trips in OT with turnovers, and Miami and Eric Spoelstra on top 92-86 as you take a look at some of the numbers through a very short 3 minutes of OT so far.
I'm going to give a lot of credit to Eric Spoelstra and this Miami Heat defense. When it's counted the most, they have stepped up their pressure and really gone after the big 3 of the Boston Celtics.
I mean, some of the minutes played by the Celtics. 43 minutes by Pierce, 40 minutes for Garnett. Allen with 43. Rondo's played 38. I mean, you got to feel that this team, which is older than Miami, and much written about in both cities, might be taking a little bit of its toll right now.
We're talking about a 36-year-old in Ray Allen, a soon-to-be 35 in Kevin Garnett, and 33 in Paul Pierce.
And Pierce goes inside to Garnett, who faced a body blow there by Wade, who picks up his 4th foul. And There is no player in the game with 5. We've got a handful sprinkled on both teams with 4 personal fouls. And Kevin Garnett at the free throw line is Rondo sets to check in. Garnett tonight from the stripe, 3 of 4 with 5 points. 1 of 9 from the field tonight for KG after Reggie arguably one of his best playoff performances in a long time with 28 points and 18 rebounds in the game a couple days ago.
Well, we talked about him setting the tone in the second half in game 3 with those 14 points, 7 of 8 shooting. But that was one of the questions that Doc Rivers, as well as Eric Spoelstra, can Kevin Garnett keep continuing giving you that offensive pressure each and every night with only 1 day in between?
Rondo is in, taking the place of Jeff Green. Chalmers, Jones, LeBron, Wade, and Bosch, the Miami 5. James with 35, Wade with 25, 17 for Bosch. Only Miami players in double figures. Chalmers, 5 on the clock. Rondo defending, kicked out of bounds. Miami turnover. That's their 17th.
Now the Celtics defense starting to step up here now. Again, the success they just had on that play before with Paul Pierce and that high pick and roll with Kevin Garnett.
Rondo got a slight screen there from Garnett. Chalmers is on him. Timeout, Boston. 13 on the shot clock, 1:24 to play in overtime, and Doc Rivers will talk with his team down by 4. We will step aside as well. Rondo is out. Jeff Green back in. Shot clock at 8. Boston just inbounds. Allen, Garnett, mismatch against Wade. Will he try to exploit? He does. James the rebound. Kevin Garnett, 1 of 10. And James clutches on to his 14th rebound tonight.
Looks like tired legs from Kevin Garnett on that.
So
no lift.
41 minutes. Crossover by Wade, slashing to the rack, rejected by Garnett, who got there nicely, and a foul called. And that'll go on KG, who picks up number 4.
First in the last 2 minutes.
So Wade will be at the free throw line. And Dwayne tonight 9 of 10. And the big 3. Then 75 or more in a game, 29 and 3. And tonight, 77 points from the 3 combined.
And those coming from their 2 main players, LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. Have done a wonderful job of continuing to attack the middle of the Celtics. Boston with no timeouts. They can't advance the basketball. Only under a minute left here.
Here's has it. The Celtics down by 5. Screen by Garnett. Pierce with the drive. Right into Bosch.
No need to foul here. You're only down 1 possession here.
Again, Boston is out of timeouts. Miami's got 3. And LeBron.
What the Celtics don't want to do is let the shot clock run down here. And they make a silly foul here. Got to play solid defense.
Garnett will be on James for one of the few times tonight. LeBron sizing him up. Tip in Bosch. Big time play by Chris Bosch. Maligned after game 3. 19 points and 11 rebounds tonight. He's got 4 in overtime. Big 2 right there with the tip in. A 3 by Delonte West. Rebound Wade. 15.8 to play. And Bosch finding revenge after the dismal game 3, starring tonight along with the other big 2 on this team.
Well, Bosch was talking about the emotions may have been too great for him after game 3. Here with a nice tip here. Staying active on the offensive glass for Miami and Eric Spoelstra in the Heat.
We were saying earlier tonight we're going to see what Chris Bosch is made of after the performance in game 3 of 6 points and 5 rebounds. And tonight he has answered with his 19 and 11. There at the free throw line is Wade. And tonight we did not know if Rondo would play as well as he had, showing great heroism coming in and playing 39 minutes. 4 of 7 with his 10 points and 5 assists. And here comes West losing the ball, and that'll be it. And Miami is going to go up 3-1 with the foul there on Kevin Garnett, who picks up 20 and 11 for Bosch. James only had 15 points in the loss for Miami a couple days ago. Here is Pierce. And Miami goes up 3-1 over Boston with an elimination game coming up on TNT from Miami on Wednesday. Miami wins it 98-90. 35 from James, 28 from Wade, 20 from Bosch, 27 from Pierce, leading Boston. For Reggie Miller and Craig Sager, Kevin Harlan saying so long from Boston.
Who makes the engine go, but he can only dribble with one hand, Ernie. And he was very good the first half, but I thought he really struggled in the second half. And clearly Kevin Garnett didn't have a very good game. But I just thought that LeBron and Dwayne just wore him down. They played fantastic.
Yeah, Garnett 7 points, 10 rebounds, 1 of 10 shooting.
But Rondo is not himself.
I think overall not expected to be either. Doc Rivers had said before the game, look, if he's not going to hurt himself and not hurt the team by being in there, then he's going to play. And he certainly gave 38 minutes worth of
he gave a tremendous effort. But I'm saying you could just see he wasn't able to free with it like he normally does.
Yeah, I think overall he did for 2.5, maybe possibly even 3 quarters. In that fourth quarter, there was some tentativeness, but they still had a